favorite moment in this entire... Maybe I should complicate this before I start speaking here.
So, something happened today, and it's exactly why we're doing this stream now, because this is one of those things that happens so few times that it just cannot wait. So, before I get into what happened, I'm going to introduce the boys. I got Taladia Plays. What's up, brother?
What's up, guys? I know it's 5:15 in the morning here. I'm still awake. Yes, I was supposed to go to bed, but I had to stay up because Jared said he's doing a live stream. So I'm doing half an hour today
For this.
just for this.
Just chug some Earl Grey. You'll be good.
You'll be good. And also join me, I got Nick from the Phoenix Press. What's up, brother?
Hello there.
And I got JJHeat. What's up, dude?
What's up?
Not impressed.
My man!
Yeah, I knew you had to. I as soon as I saw that, I was like, all right, that's it. That's the one. I told you it was on theme. And what's up, Batman?
What's up, Jared? Come on.
Yeah, there you go. I got you, brother. I got you. I take care of my people.
Jared, for Friday Frenzy, I'm gonna have a clip just for you. So,
Do you guys want to see the one I got for Snyder Queen?
Go on.
of course,
Snyder Queen, if you're watching, here's gonna be your intro whenever you're in the chat.
Amazing.
There you go. There you go.
I mean, because she always has a blast on our streams. So
Yeah. So
That was a little too on the nose, Nick. You can do better.
I want
it was a little bit too on the gauntlets, I'd say.
I want to tell you guys a funny story. She made a
go
clip
ahead.
of me. Like, obviously, you guys saw it, right? But she hasn't let that go, by the way. But I fell
she
asleep
still hasn't
on
let the
it.
watch thing go.
Yeah, I fell asleep. Yeah, literally. She hasn't let that go.
All right.
It was trending all day yesterday, man.
It was
So
trending yesterday in the Syl Nation, and it's still trending today.
you may be wondering, why did we do a stream at midnight? So something happened today that is like that is like momentous. It is one of the biggest things to be announced like recently. In fact, it literally it literally overshadowed the Ant-Man and the Wasp trailer that launched today.
Disclosure, if you do not want to be spoiled, walk away now.
In fact, I'm going to play the video from Instagram, as a matter of fact, because I believe Instagram is safe. All right.
Go for it, brother.
So, oh, wait, but I have to see, is the sound going to be on? Okay, share tab audio. Here we go. This should work.
You gotta
I
make
think.
sure.
You have been
Hang on.
warned.
It should work. Okay, window, StreamYard. Okay, this. Can I get the sound to share? I believe this should work. We'll test it out, all right? It's not playing yet. Hang on. Tell me if you hear something.
I see a beautiful man, but I don't see.
No,
I
we
see,
don't-
but I don't hear.
God
No.
damn. What is up with StreamYard? All right, so let me see real quick before we do this, because then I'll just go ahead and announce it, because this is huge and I can't
Don't
delay
mind
this
me.
anymore.
It's,
Can we play that tweet from Danny Garcia, by the way?
No, I can't, because that actually has copywritten stuff in it. So
All right,
here's
let
a
me
PK.
wait. Let me try sharing it on my end. See if
All
that,
right,
that helps.
you try, but it's pretty big, and there's only one thing that could overshadow this, and it's going to happen soon. But okay, click on it, Nick.
rumor. We'll at least
By the
say-
way, still can't hear it.
Wait for it.
Oh, now we got it.
Hey everyone, I wanted to wait until the weekend was over before posting this because I wanted to give you all a chance to watch Black Adam. But now that plenty of you have, I wanted to make it official that I am back as Superman.
Yes,
The image you see
yes,
and what you saw in Black Adam. are just
yes. Let's go.
of things to come. So there's a lot to be thankful for, and I'll get to that in time. But I wanted to thank you guys most of all. Thank you for your support, and thank you for your patience. I promise it will be rewarded.
Jared, please tell me you have that clip from The Office. You know which one I'm talking about.
Oh, it's
Also-
happening. I don't have that one, but I do have one that's better. I have one that pretty much is appropriate, I think, given this circumstance. Where is it? Yeah. Yeah, Cavill's back as Superman, so
Oh,
Hell
and
yeah,
by the
Pika.
way,
yeah,
by
what's
the
up,
way,
Talia?
the tags in those comment section is Dawn of Hope.
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that because that could be indicating something. But Cavill is back as Superman. It is confirmed because here's the thing. Yes, we know he was coming back as Superman, but then we had like scoopers, Grace Randolph, saying it was only for that one scene. He wasn't like really coming back. It was a favor.
That's what she wanted it to be. That's
Then
what
guess
she
what?
wanted it to be.
Literally the next day, no, I'm coming back. It's me. I'm back as Superman.
This is a rumor, but I never had a second source to confirm this. But the Hamada regime paid Grace Randolph plenty.
Mhm.
Okay,
Which is why
Also-
again, Access Media.
Also, for years, the rumor has been that Henry Cavill has wanted to return to Superman. His actions over the years can indicate as much. But all they wanted him was to come back because they wanted him to come back for Shazam. We know that. But I think it was like a scheduling conflict. That was the reason anyway. But like they wanted him to come back for cameos, but he wanted a full blown movie. Like he was okay with doing a cameo, but he wanted it to be as part of a movie. And they only
Because
wanted to
he's
do cameos,
Superman.
and that exactly. And it's a Superman that people love. It's like when Zaslav took over. It's like you've got a Superman that people obviously love. Why why aren't they doing something with this?
And The Rock even said in an interview, he said, wait a second, it's not just bringing Superman back. It's not just bringing back for a short cameo. It's the Superman that the fans want.
what was the name of that executive? Sarnoff? I forget her first name.
And Sarnoff, is she the one that had that really BS article?
They just didn't want to admit to their mistake. That's all.
All right. So you know what? I think that based upon what happened today, I think our favorite clip is warranted.
Yeah, second Warner Brothers.
Yep,
Also,
yep.
can I just say, notice how we're still getting some hit pieces, but like there was like a flood of hit pieces, like dozens every month about DC and Snyder. Notice how under the Zaslav regime, they've all but dried up. I mean, you still get them, but like they're nowhere near.
Because
as many.
guess why? These people still want to keep their access, and they know that if they start bashing DC, Zaslav's gonna be like, no.
Hamada let that slide because they were spiting Snyder.
Yeah. Think about this. The oldest. I've seen people like praise Hamada, saying he should have taken over, and I'm like, okay, so wait a second. This is a dude that to get back at a director that he didn't like, he tanked a whole brand. Think about that.
Can I just say, the only two like good movies under the Hamada regime were basically holdovers from the Jeff Johns regime anyway. Shazam and Aquaman.
Which are holdovers from Snyder, because let me put it this way, Shazam is the one that you pretty much could say takes place after Zack Snyder's Justice League, because there's little to no except for the suit, but this takes place after that, so there's more
Aquaman
room.
clearly takes place afterwards. They literally have a line.
Well,
saying
yeah,
that.
but what I'm saying is that it's easier to say Shazam takes place after Zack Snyder's Justice League because there's less contradictions than there are in Aquaman. Which,
Okay,
by the way,
fair enough.
I do. Again, I'm going to maintain this. They are going to canonize Zack Snyder's Justice League at this point. Because
Yeah,
I think probably what's going to happen is the broad strokes, but some of the finer details. Like I think anything that the Aquaman movie counteracts with, like kind of like how the story works. Anything that directly conflicts it, I think the Aquaman movie is going to win. But other than that, I think it's fine.
well, actually, no. I think what's going to happen is that from now on, they're going to tell people, okay, so here's what happened in Justice League. Do not contradict this. In other words, they're not going to allow it to contradict.
But what I'm saying is any story beats or any story details in because Aquaman is one of like their pillars now. Okay,
Yeah.
it made $1 billion. It's
Mhm.
important, and there are some stuff that Aquaman does counteract with Cyrus, but it's a lot of like, let's be fair here. Anything they do contradict is really small stuff, small details, really not important.
That they could
Like,
explain away in like a throwaway line.
or just not even mention, and it's not
Mhm.
that big of a deal that the counteract anyway. Is what
Yeah.
I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Oh.
So
I
I'm sorry.
wanted to avoid saying this because of the good
what-
news, but Zaslav is really focusing more on branding right now.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think
So-
about it. I just love when Zaslav came in. The first thing he said, and this gave me total confidence. He said, "Wait a second. You have the rights to all of your characters, and you have the rights to the greatest superheroes of all time, and you have the rights to Superman, and you haven't done anything with him." All right.
It's like Disney. They spent $70 billion to get back the rights to the X-Men, and they still have barely done nothing with them.
Look, they've
Do
introduced
you even
mutants,
trust
but-
these new writers?
No.
I mean,
So, Toledo,
first
what's
off,
up?
no.
So I was gonna bring this up, right?
Yeah.
Because that we know that Henry Cavill is coming back into the image.
Mhm.
He's wearing the Man of Steel suit, but a much up to date Man of Steel suit.
Mhm.
And I
Which-
feel,
it-
I was gonna say, I feel that this news only leads more towards Henry Cavill is getting multiple films, not just one,
Oh
not
yeah.
just
Of
two,
course.
but maybe.
Oh
a
yeah, they're gonna
sequel.
lock him down to basically. They're gonna give him a full trilogy, and probably it's a few like group movies, like a few Justice League movies.
But do you think we're going to get a live action adaptation of that
Yeah.
of that showcase?
Showcase.
What do you mean?
Superman
Oh.
versus Black Adam.
Oh yeah. Oh, eventually we'll get.
Oh,
that.
I mean that's what that. I mean The Rock won't shut the frick up about it.
Thank you
No,
for censoring
language,
yourself, Nick. Thank
No,
you.
here's the thing.
For once,
said
you
Frick.
did it. By the way, so Big Rich has a good point. I hear people talking more about Henry Cavill compared to the Ant-Man. Yeah, the Ant-Man trailer launched, and I barely saw any buzz about it. Because guess what? This happened on that same
Like
day.
I like
By
to
the
be honest, I like Ant-Man, but like I watched it and it's not. It's kind of like it's okay. Like
Quantumania was a Disney Cruise Line exclusive, but they know Phase 4 sucks, so they need to pump it out and save it for Phase 5 to get some momentum.
Phase 4 sucks so bad they had to go out and say, "Oh, Phase 4 is over. We're on to Phase 5 now." Like,
So Toledo,
they-
what were you gonna say?
I'm telling you now, Superman is just gonna blow blow Marvel out the water because of what The
I had
Rock has done.
Oh, you
What
mean
is
like
the-
this? Oh, you mean like this? Or this? Yep,
Yeah.
there you go. There you go.
Because DC know what they want
I
because it's
told
dark
you.
and gritty. And the thing is, spoiler warning, right? The Rock did it.
Mm-hmm.
I
Thank-
think
Okay, wait, real quick, Nick. We all have to say this right now. Thank you so much for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson for fighting to get Henry Cavill back. It wouldn't have happened without you. Thank you, dude, so much. I can't believe I'm saying
Also-
this. Thank you, Dwayne "The Rock." I will see. I now have to see all of your movies that come out because
can I?
you
I
brought back my
do-
Superman.
I gotta do this, okay?
Yeah, go ahead.
Can you smell
What
what the
the-
Black Adam is cooking?
Yeah.
No,
Oh, by the
no.
way,
Just no.
we
Joe,
have but
Joe.
we have live security camera
You have
footage.
single-handedly insulted half of all the wrestling fans who grew up in the 90s.
Yes. Get him out of here.
Only
So-
half. I gotta work harder then.
So we have live security camera footage of what happened today.
All the hopes and dreams of Krypton live in you now.
And finally, we
That
have
voiceover
live
is so
recording of The Rock calling Henry Cavill and telling him to post it.
Fly, son. It's time.
I had to. As soon as I saw that clip, I was like, yeah, I know exactly what I'm going to use that one for.
Yeah, that clip-
I'm getting called out in chat. Come on.
What
actually,
is it?
here's a-
Let it be known.
I was gonna say
the
this.
old ways.
all the
Ready.
Superman clips.
You gonna
that
say
you
it,
can
Nick?
get-
Say it right.
Ready the Armada. We'll use the old ways.
No.
No,
You know
no.
what? I'll tell you
Get him
what.
out. Get him
I'll
out.
do it right. I'll do it right.
Ready the Armada. We will use the old ways.
Yeah, there you go, Nick. You got
Or
to
Dark Side.
Yeah. So what were you saying, Taladia?
All the Superman clips that you can get me, put it for my intro.
Yeah.
I need
Okay.
that.
Absolutely.
So basically, Jared asked Taladia, so how many Superman clips do you want me to use? And Taladia answers, yes.
Yes. He just said yes. He just said yes. So perfect news to wake up to. Yes. This happened. So I was checking Twitter today, and I saw a lot because I'm in like the Nicotina group chat for the Nicotina show, and even someone posted that just posted his Instagram and said, "Check this out. I'm in tears right now." So I was like, okay. So I pull up I watched that same video and I was like, wait, what? Because now it's confirmed that, oh, no. First off, Grace Randolph doesn't know what the hell she's talking about. Big surprise. And two, that the modern day Christopher Reeves is back, baby.
And if the rumors are to be believed, another leaguer should be back full time.
We'll talk about that in a second. There's one more thing I want to mention. Shortly thereafter, Henry Cavill's agent. I know there are a lot of people talking about the John Williams thing, which I didn't care in the Black Adam post-credit scene because you can think of that as essentially they're announcing Superman's return. Because if you notice, the notes from the John Williams thing that they used are the ones that go Superman. So I'm like, okay, it's an.
It was a nice tribute. It was a nice little tribute. It was like
at least they made it more epic. They like modified it for Cavill. At least they did that.
So everyone knows I'm a Christopher Reeve guy. Henry Cavill's cool. I love him. But it was a nice tribute. But I'm not expecting this to be.
Tevia.
No.
I said super. I said super, and it worked. By the way, on his channel, all he has to say is Super Wonder, and I appear in the chat. So we have our little
wait, you need to. I thought you need to say it 3 times.
Yeah,
don't
true.
You mean Super Sun?
Super Wonder.
Don't you mean Super Sun?
I just teleported away into Tevia's channel. But all right.
Yeah.
I mean, we all know you prefer Wonder Bat anyway.
Nick,
Very loud, yeah.
You're on thin ice, Nick. You're on thin ice.
All it took was that.
Yeah, we love you, Tevia. But so shortly thereafter, like immediately thereafter, I can't play this one because this one has copywritten music, but Henry Cavill's agent posts Instagram of her walking into a phone booth a la Superman with the caption, "My work here is done for the day." And it's
she's earned her bonus. She's earned her bonus for this year.
Wait, it was playing the Hans Zimmer Man of Steel, "What are you going to do when you're not saving the world" song. And then here's the interesting part. What color was her suit?
Red.
No. When she walked in, it was black. I
mean, if you want to put your tinfoil hat on, sure.
No, all I'm saying is that
putting on a tinfoil hat is that mock Man of Steel black suit and then using it on trivia night. That's a tinfoil hat.
Yeah, it's a tinfoil hat. Yeah. Forgetting that they used the Man of Steel, that they used the black suit Man of Steel, even though it's pretty obvious.
It was first. It was a script tease at best and an editorial mistake at worst.
But here's the thing: even if it was an editorial mistake, it was in the movie. That was a fun stream. So PK Shades said, "Yeah, the John Williams thing was like it was composed with the same instruments as the Hans Zimmer." Yeah, that's why I was like, "That's cool. I like that." And Michael Rosenbaum for Lex Luthor, just like in Smallville. I wish we would stop trying to recycle old actors to play these roles. Just stop it. We have a Lex Luthor.
If you're gonna do that, you might as well get the best Lex Luthor voice actor, the one who played in the DCEU. I forget his name at the time of this stream, but
yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Come on, this is a solid performance.
Wait, can I be honest with you? Have you seen the trailer for Titans?
Yeah,
the actor they got for Lex Luthor. Oh my god, I want him in the movies.
That's true. My problem with
that guy is imposing as heck. That guy is imposing as crap.
2 for 2, Nick. Not bad.
My problem is that and this is going to actually go into our next our thing that we're talking about, because there was another rumor that came out today that's related to this. But my problem with that Titans trailer is that they say that that Lex Luthor is the only person Batman's afraid of. Batman ain't afraid of nobody.
To be fair, Amanda Waller. If he's afraid of any human, it's Amanda Waller.
Okay, yeah, but it's not Lex Luthor.
But they kind of jumped the gun with using Amanda.
Have you seen the Batman animated series?
Yeah. She stared down Batman. Remember that?
And the Cadmus saga. That's
Now-
all you need to know. That's all you need.
Out of the shower, she defeated Batman with just a towel around her waist.
What I love, my favorite scene in Suicide Squad, which I hope it's in the air cut, is when Bruce Wayne turns to Amanda Waller and goes, "You should shut it down, or my friends will shut it down for you." And it's just Ben Affleck. Speaking of Ben Affleck, there was a rumor that he signed a trilogy deal. In other words, immediately after Henry Cavill's come back, we could be getting the other dude, which all we need is, after this, all we need is Ray Fisher, and all the conditions for Ray Fisher to return have been
It's
met.
almost like they've been working on this the past year or two, and now the dominoes are starting to fall.
It's almost like
they've been.
It's almost like now that the old regime is gone, everyone wants to come work for Warner Brothers. Yeah, you're starting that, which I'll give you. He was a good Lex Luthor. It's just not my choice for the DCEU.
I actually wouldn't mind.
Well-talented actor for a piss poor show.
Oh, by the way,
Yeah, it's like at Warner Brothers.
I got to
had
defend
to.
Smallville. It had its moments of brilliance. In
And
particular,
thank
the
you.
first 4 seasons.
yeah, as long as you guys don't touch who's playing Darkseid, I'm totally fine with that. Because do not touch Ray Porter as Darkseid. He's
The
fine.
moment you screw up Darkseid, I will roast everyone.
I mean, even if you put Ironside as Darkseid, it wouldn't have the same like intimidating factor with that model of Darkseid. He's fine for the animated one. He's totally fine for that version of Darkseid.
Are you talking about DCAMU Darkseid or DCAU Darkseid?
DCAU.
Oh, come on! That role was a masterpiece.
No, but I'm
No.
saying I don't want him voicing the live action Darkseid. I'm not bashing that. I'm just saying don't, because his voice wouldn't work with this Darkseid.
Also, we already have a live action voice actor for Darkseid, and he's amazing.
Yeah, Ray
I'll give you
Porter.
that.
He reads books all the time, so there
give
you
you
go.
that.
I was gonna bring this up right
Yeah, go ahead.
as well. Is the fact that what DC are gonna do right now, because what they're gonna do with Superman is gonna be amazing. Like, don't forget, next year is Superman's 85th anniversary, guys.
How much you want to bet they announced Man of Steel 2 on that day?
Man of Steel.
Like,
Dawn of
actually announce it.
They're gonna
Anyone wanna
announce
place
a
bets?
movie,
Anyone in the chat?
not only a movie, a video game.
Yeah, I guarantee you that. And watch, I guarantee you that in 3, 2, 1.
Give me that.
No,
Don't get me started, JHeat. I know what you're thinking.
I was gonna say, how much you want to bet in 3, 2, 1? Tevia's gonna say, and a Super Sons game.
Yeah, I guarantee.
Here's my prediction. They announce. I'm just taking what you're doing and modifying it slightly.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
go ahead.
This game, Tevia's gonna lose his goddamn mind.
Yeah,
So
I know.
what they're gonna do we've already heard rumors that there's a Superman game in development. A Superman game gets released, like announced and released 3 to 4 months later after it gets announced in the year, and then we get a movie the next year. the year
Every
after.
week. But you know what'd be so cool is if the way they announced Man of Steel 2 is have Henry walk on stage in the Superman suit. They did that with Black Adam when he was hyping it up for a Comic-Con.
I got you one better. He walks out. He's kind of talking about the stuff.
You're modifying the San Diego thing, aren't you?
No,
Yeah.
he rips open his shirt and it says Man of Steel 2, Dawn of Hope.
Yeah, but so it's the Dawn of Hope too. Could they have been indicating what the title is going to be?
No, I think that's a working title.
Working title, Dawn of Hope, which that works because of Superman. Now, here's the thing: if they do Dawn of Hope, obviously this is going to take place after Flash, so they could have Supergirl show up and be like a side character. Like maybe it's him, like being mentoring Supergirl while dealing with a threat.
Are you talking Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, or a self-contained origin story? Because the last time we got one
Superman
of those,
Unbound.
Green Lantern
Well,
2011.
Superman Unbound. Is the
Yeah.
best.
And that's probably what they're going to do because JHeat, she's going to already exist in the universe because after the Flash, she's in the main DCEU.
So you're saying they're gonna do a live action version of Batman and Superman Apocalypse? Which was
No,
actually really
Unbound.
No.
Unbound is the origin.
It's Unbound.
story. Apocalypse.
Unbound. Here's the difference. Apocalypse is her arriving on Earth and like to being kidnapped by Darkseid. Although that would be a cool. They could probably combine them and like have.
I just
Darkseid
want
kidnap her.
Ben
Green
Affleck.
Lantern and Darkseid?
I want that scene from the animated movie.
Yes,
with the
I
House
do.
Wars, and I want Ben Affleck saying all that stuff.
When Batman intimidates Darkseid and Darkseid says, "If it were the Kryptonian or the Amazon, I wouldn't believe you." But I know, yeah. Well, I'm like, he talked Darkseid down. And if there's any Batman that could do that, it's Ben Affleck.
Maybe
That is like the
maybe
most
Kevin
Batman.
Conroy.
That is like the most Batman moment to ever Batman.
Well, Conroy already did. I'm saying guys other than Conroy. Maybe
Okay.
Bale. Well, actually, if Bale did it, Darkseid would laugh at his voice.
Keaton could do it.
Keaton could do it. I could see Keaton doing
No,
that.
Keaton would go through with it.
No,
Keaton's Batman.
Yeah, no, you know what Keaton would do? As he's talking to Batman to Darkseid behind him, he's like hitting on his wrist computer, and then the Batwing like flies through the palace and just rams into Darkseid.
So you're
As firing
saying you
machine
want
guns.
you're saying you want a recreation of one of Batman's Injustice moves.
That was the Batmobile, but yes. But what I want, just once, I want Keaton's Batman to have a scene where he picks up a gun, shoots someone, and goes, "I like this thing." Just to make people's heads explode. Like Superman Unbound was technically an adaptation of Superman Brainiac. Yeah, pretty much that.
Yeah.
Pretty much that. And they could use Brainiac, or I think that they should do like Intergang because they just introduced him in Black Adam, and that'd be cool. Yeah, I'm hoping they have Michael Keaton playing Batman Beyond.
Yeah,
I
think if they're gonna do it, they have to do it
Now,
that
I
way.
don't know if you've read the Batman Beyond Rebirth comic, but they did have Terry McGinnis versus an older Damian Wayne leading the League of Assassins.
Mhm.
I'm not going to spoil it for you, but it was a good fight.
Okay, what's up, Taladia?
I was gonna say before I have to leave in that.
All right.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna
Thanks for
say
coming on the
that.
stream.
No, no worries.
Anytime, brother.
I was gonna say that the next thing that they should do is Brainiac, but reintroduce Cyborg. That would be a really cool thing if they did Cyborg. Right? Because you gotta remember, we don't know when Ray Fisher would come back, but if they do get Ray Fisher to come back, and then later on, you know, when they're filming Man of Steel.
Hey,
2,
question
makes
for you, Taladia. Before you go, how would you do a Cyborg movie? Like, what would be your perceived plot? Who would you have in fight? Would it be Brainiac? Would it be Brother Eye or OMAC?
There's too much setup for OMAC and Brother Eye, dude.
Yeah, there's too much setup but for Brainiac it makes sense because you're fighting a machine, AI machine. If you think about it,
Who takes
I
over
mean,
machines.
OMAC and Brother Eye. I mean, OMAC is basically Ultron in the DC universe.
But you
So-
need Maxwell Lord to not be a doofus in this universe, and that's already
that's not gonna
established.
happen.
That's not going to happen. And you need Batman to already establish this. You need to do a version of Identity Crisis first, because that's kind of important. You need Zatanna. Oh,
Although
here's one.
Identity,
Grid.
Grid.
There you
Grid.
go.
although
And-
Identity
and-
Crisis set up Brother Eye, it was not a good story.
But what I'm saying, you have to do a version of that, and you need Zatanna to be in this universe. You need to have the Zatanna movie first.
I'm okay with that.
Well,
So-
me too. But go ahead, Taladia.
I was gonna say as well. What if the Brainiac introduces Grid? That would be pretty
Yes!
cool. That would be pretty cool if they did that in Man of Steel 2. If they did Superman versus Brainiac with Supergirl, and then Cyborg is like the support character, and then they introduce Grid because Brainiac has like a cloning mechanism or whatnot.
Hey, what's up, Droga?
What's up, Droga? And honestly, that'd be pretty cool. But
It
I
didn't
was
get
gonna
canceled. It's being shopped around.
It's been chopped around, yes.
I will say this
uh,
though: if they are going to be doing a Constantine movie with Keanu Reeves again, there's
Zatanna.
nothing to say.
Constantine's
What-
Zatanna. Make it a buddy.
Whatever.
Yes. But go on.
That's exactly what I was going for. I mean, because like, there's nothing like. What if they just have Keanu Reeves's Constantine just go in, like they just retroactively put it into the DC, whatever we're
EU.
calling this, DCEU, and they introduce Zatanna as another character. You know,
Yeah, that
I
could
mean,
work.
come on. If they're gonna bring in Zatanna, that'd be the perfect way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Go ahead,
so
Taladia.
so before I go, I've just linked my YouTube page so that people can know.
Yeah. I'll do
So
that.
before I go, guys, I'll say this: be excited for DCEU and be excited for what we've got planned up because, guys, November 5th, myself, Jared, and Nick will be doing a live stream together on my YouTube page talking about Henry Cavill. We'll talk about this. We'll be talking about Black Adam. We'll be talking about the future of the DCEU. So we'll
Send
be
me the
talking-
link.
Yeah.
You want in as well?
Yeah, I'll go in November 5th.
November 5th, yeah, it'll be November 5th around 3 p.m. Your time, Eastern time, whatever. that's when we'll be doing it. So make sure you guys tune in on my YouTube page, subscribe there. I've been your boy Tiladia Plays. Make sure you do subscribe to Jared as well over here. Make sure you do subscribe to this Jared right here, the one with the Superman and the Aquaman and all the books and everything.
The one who rules Atlantis.
The one who rules Atlantis. Yeah, there's two Jareds, so I have to get the right one.
And Jared won.
And also make sure you subscribe to Nick as well and support his Indigo support for Screecher. Please do go and do that. So
We're almost at 2,000.
we're almost at 2,000, so help him get that goal. So until
And
then,
remember, if you support the book and send either me or Nick a proof that you did back the book, we will give you a special personalized shout out on live streams.
yes. So until then, stay safe out there. Peace.
All right, see ya. So let me ask you guys this in the chat. Who would you want to play Zatanna?
Ooh.
Alexander Daddario.
Yes, that's actually my choice too. Although
What
here's the
about
thing.
this-
Wait. If they're in a relationship, she has to be older to not make it creepy with Keanu Reeves, dude.
That's why I say Lindsay
mean,
Lohan.
No.
Lindsay
no.
Lohan? What?
Lohan doesn't have. I'm sorry, she doesn't have the acting ability. I'm sorry.
All right, I got to
No.
do this now because that is a horrible pick. Lindsay Lohan? No.
Like I'm happy she's
I got
starting to
one.
act again, but she hasn't shown me she was great. She was going to be a great star, but then she kind of burnt out for a little while. I'm happy she's getting a second chance, but she hasn't shown me that she doesn't have the acting chops.
Here we go. Here's an option.
I feel like her beauty is don't get me wrong, Zatanna's beautiful, but I don't know.
Here's my
The reason I say Lindsay Lohan is because she's. It would
Well,
just
from
be
Smallville.
if you remember.
Wait,
Mean Girls,
wait. Okay, I gotta call you out on this one, brother. Why did you reject Michael Rosenbaum coming back as Lex Luthor? But then, literally 20 minutes later, you start saying, "Oh, we can't bring." You said 20 minutes ago, we can't bring anybody from Smallville
because guess what? We're not replacing an already existing character. Oh my gosh, Droga has a stroke of genius.
No. Grace
she'll
Randolph.
do it. We know she'll do it.
We know
Grace
she'll do it
Randolph-
for money.
Grace Randolph will play Cersei.
Oh, that's good. And give me a
Axel,
Justice
you
League Dark
magnificent
movie. Yes,
bastard.
please. Yeah. Oh, and by the way, and again, Nick, the reason why I'm able to bring this up is because Zatanna's not in the DCEU yet. We're not replacing an already existing actor. There's a big difference here.
It wouldn't be
There's
that hard to do.
You could say it's a false equivalency. And that's an inside joke
Referencing
between me and Nick.
referencing a private conversation.
Yeah, exactly. So what you're saying, JJHeat?
Basically, Lindsay Lohan could work if you really want to, get all right off nostalgia. She's recently started acting again. She was in a lot of projects in the late 90s, early 2000s. I think that'd be if you really want to go off nostalgia and star power.
If you were doing a Justice League movie in 2007 and you wanted to cast Lindsay Lohan for Zatanna, I would be okay with it. But as she is now, I'm not for. I'm sorry.
And
Fair
Tevye
enough.
said,
For George Miller's George Miller was doing a Justice League Dark movie, if he wanted to cast a 2007,
You mean Justice League Mortals?
yeah,
Mortals, yeah.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that.
If this was before even 2007, she was kind of starting to go out the deep end, but she was still a really good actress back then. At that version, of Lindsay Lohan being Zatanna, sure, but as she is now, she hasn't proven that she can do that kind of role.
Fair
yet.
critique.
So
That's a fair.
Tevye says, I think the Justice League Dark movie by J.J. Abrams is dead and buried at this point. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
And his Constantine movie is dead. His is. That's the wrong one. His is.
Didn't they announce that Keanu Reeves is doing another Constantine too?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying J.J. Abrams' Constantine movie is gone.
Tevye, this is for you in the chat. Would you two rather read Son of Kal-El from beginning to end, or I Am Not Starfire?
That's a tough.
I would
choice.
sooner poke my eyeballs out.
Yeah,
with a
I
rusty
gotta go with
spork.
Nick. That's a catch-22 if I saw one.
I would
So-
sooner find a rusty spork that is guaranteed to have both hepatitis and tetanus on it, and stab my eyeballs out in the most gruesome way possible.
I would go for a jog
instead
in
of reading those
Chernobyl before I read that book. And either of those books.
Okay. They're both young protagonists. One's an aged up man child. and the other is an obnoxious twat. Which is the worst character out of the two?
I choose Rusty Spork.
I choose neither. They're both horrible. That's like Snowflake and Stay Space bad. But so now I want to talk about.
Came out.
Yeah, but
because it was so bad.
Because the fans had like a horrible reaction that that Marvel started hiding the dislikes. So
and
now,
yet they still put out She-Hulk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know. Back to Superman. What I want to talk about now is that what does this mean for the DCEU? Because I think this significantly increases the possibility that SnyderVerse is coming back.
Hey,
and by the way, yes. And
okay, yeah.
Take my poison.
Yeah,
I go with I Am Not Starfire, even though I know it's horrible. It's non-canon. That is true. That's the difference.
I'll give him that.
All right, so go ahead, Nick.
Has the Batman 2 been a green lit? I know they're like developing it,
greenlit.
but like it has.
Pretty sure.
I believe it said it was greenlit in the same article where they said that a Man of Steel 2 is in development.
Because here's the thing. Like, it's one thing to have like a Batman on screen, have Batman on television, that's one thing. But have two different Batman movies ran at the same time, that would get confusing, even for a fan. I'm sorry.
I'd like to make it a streaming series.
Speaking of that,
yeah,
we never would have got this 10, 15 years ago because of the Bat embargo. So this is the first multi-Bat project since the Bat embargo.
Yeah.
And this will be a stepping stone of whether or not we'll end up roped in that trap again.
Which, here's the thing, though. We're at the point where the audience can handle having multiple Batmen.
I just feel like if they're going to do it, they'll probably not release them the same year. Like,
oh, no.
That might work. Like, release a Batfleck movie one year and then the Batman 2 the other.
And yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, I think give that enough space and communicate it clearly. That could work.
Speaking of the Bat embargo, they're actually going to bring Batwoman back for the final season of The Flash.
Except here's what they're doing. So they're turning her into Red Death from Dark Knight's Metal.
It works for the story, but still.
I told this to Lad, my other co-host, and he legit had an aneurysm. He was like, wait, what? So they're stealing another Bat character, and they refuse to do Batman?
Wait, isn't The Flash like the last Arrowverse show left?
Technically, yes, because Superman and Lois left that reality.
Is on the Arrowverse is so bad, the Superman and Lois reality noped out of there real fast.
Yeah, I think is Supergirl in the Superman and Lois reality?
No,
but they might do a crossover.
And they said that if they do bring Supergirl in there, it will be the same actress, which I'm fine with that because I felt she was fantastic as Supergirl.
She was good with what she was given.
Yeah, she was good. I'm fine with that.
I really liked her in like the first season when she was kind of like adorkable. You know, I felt like she was really good at
SJW.
Yeah.
It's
and I honestly I think
yes, the writing is a lot better on CBS.
I think Grant Gustin is a great Flash,
better than Ezra Miller,
and I want him to cameo in the Flash.
He can cameo.
Jared, give me some credit. Give me some credit. I didn't bring up that old issue.
He can cameo in it. That's fine. What if they do? What would be kind of funny is if they did is if he shows up, but the time he cameos is the Crisis on Infinite Earths crossover, except we see it from the Flash's perspective.
That would just be a retread, but I get your point.
True, but I don't know. I'm trying to make next idea work because he comes
or what if
that's shots fired to the point where I'm gonna give you this. That is this amount of shots fired. Hang on, where is it? Where's that clip? Where is the one clip that's perfectly summarizes it? And it is right here. That is literal shots. Dare to defy, dare to disappoint. That's what it is.
Here's what I'm thinking.
What's up?
Is
make this quick because we have to get back to Superman.
So when the concept of multiverses come up, he goes, "Hey, I met another Flash who talked about multiverses." So the universe he hops over is the Grant Gustin universe, and they actually go to Star Labs.
That'd be great. That'd be interesting.
And he talks to Grant Gustin, and that's the scene because in this Yubby scene, that's where the the movie universe, he was introduced to multiverses, so it does make sense canon wise.
It would.
Since you brought that up, DC Omniverse. Now, to be fair, it's a
All right.
question.
My head's already hurt.
We're gonna explain that more in another stream, but that was just an excuse for DC to say, okay, so you know what? It's all canon, even the stuff that contradicts. Because what they did in Death Metal is that they unlocked every single memory that these characters have, including their multiple lives and all that stuff. And I'm like, well, that makes sense. So to get back to Superman, we have live footage of Gal Gadot when she saw the news today.
He's back.
There you go. I just wanted to throw that down.
Can
there.
I just say, do you just have like every frame of BTS and Snyder Cut just literally on your StreamYard?
Yep.
I can neither confirm nor deny. What does this mean for the blacks? That's going to be quietly shelved. Like, they won't outright cancel it because then they'll be accused of racism. But what they'll do is they'll quietly shelve it. Or what they'll do is that they'll announce the Cyborg movie and then cancel the Black Superman movie.
Wait, so they'll quietly bury Black Superman, but they won't de-age John Kent. And Tevia, I knew you were going to say that, so I just went ahead and said it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. But first off, it's a different, like...
It's really not.
It's a different group of people, first off. That's what you have to think.
Jared, what you trying to say?
Also, if you're gonna do a Black Superman movie, do an Icon movie. Like, seriously.
Yes. Well, or they could just retool that project to be a Calvin Ellis or Val Zod or an Icon movie.
No, it's got to be an Icon movie because
It has to be.
Why? Because why the frick would you just do another do a Superman, a Black Superman, when you can literally do an Icon?
What they should
Because
do.
DC technically doesn't have the rights to the Milestone characters anymore.
Actually, they do. They do. They bought all the rights to Icon, like I think 20 years ago.
What they should do is build also a Milestone cinematic universe as well.
They would have
Like
to
have
directly
static.
collab with the McDuffie estate, but that could work.
I think
That
they
could
bought.
work.
I think they own the rights to Milestone. Like I think they actually bought out the rights
Yep.
to all those characters.
Tevye agrees. So now let me ask you this. What do you guys... I'm going to go around the panel and ask you guys, what do you guys want? And now that we know we're getting Cavill, first off, that I honestly just...
That's number one.
That right there, I have to... I'm going to use this one. That is live footage of Henry Cavill basking in the social media love. So now that we have Henry Cavill back in the biggest, like, oh my gosh, news of the day, what do you guys... I'm going to go around. I'll start with JJHeat. What do you guys want to see in a Man of Steel 2?
Man of Steel 2, I would definitely see something more akin to Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, like a live-action rendition of that with Supergirl, her fighting Darkseid, her getting corrupted by Darkseid. Pretty much just a live-action adaptation of that movie. Scene by
Female Furies.
Hey,
You can't
you
necessarily
can't
do
go wrong
it.
with that movie.
Here's the thing.
Also, Gina Carano plays Big Barda, or
Yes.
Please,
Yes. I'm
Dude,
totally down with that.
It would
But
be such a middle finger to Disney.
yeah, it would. That would be a DCV Marvel thing. The thing is, yes, we're not doing the death of Superman. Well, we already did that, so they're not going to retread that.
No,
But imagine if they announced the death of the Justice League movie, directed by Zack Snyder. But it'll be equally as underwhelming as the comic was. But anyway, what I would do...
I can't wait for.
By the way,
I can't
introduce
wait
my
for
man.
20. Sorry.
They could do this actually, maybe in a way, and lank it in some way. But
are you talking?
Oh wait, here's what they're gonna do. Okay, it's gonna be Jeffrey Irons, son of John Henry Irons, and John Irons is played by Shaquille O'Neal.
Oh God, why'd you reference?
why did you have to do that, Nick?
Roll
Oh
the
my
clip.
gosh,
Roll the
you're on the
clip.
bottom now. You're in the
Roll the
bottom
clip.
now.
Basically, making Steel canon.
I'll
the
roll the
DC.
clip. Wait.
That's crossing the line.
There you go. I had to. So now I will say the problem with doing Superman, Batman, Apocalypse like frame by frame is that they have to go to Themyscira, and no one knows where Themyscira is at this point in the timeline.
Wonder Woman does.
Technically, it's sealed. It's sealed under a magical barrier. You would just have to introduce Wonder Woman earlier on. You could make it work.
Wait,
But here's the thing:
wait,
Wonder
are
Woman
we-
doesn't know. She doesn't know because in Zack Snyder's Justice League Part 2, she's supposed to use the lasso of truth to unlock the memory of the path back to Themyscira.
Wait.
That's
What are we talking about? What are we talking about here?
I'm
Superman
talking about the
2.
one problem with if they did Man of Steel 2, Superman, Batman, Apocalypse, which I think what they should do is just, first off, that should be a world's finest movie. I'm gonna tell you that right there.
Where in the movies does it say that Wonder Woman does not know how to get back to Themyscira?
In the storyboards.
But
No,
not
where in
directly
the movies?
Well, actually, what she said is, if you watch Wonder Woman, she says like once you leave, you can never return, or like you don't know where it is.
But as far as the barrier,
Boo this man! Boo this man!
Yeah.
Boo. Nick, that's for your Shaq comment. Boo. I want to. How did you know that Tevin was going to bring this up? They're not going to do that.
You're more likely getting Connor Kent.
you
Yeah.
wait.
More
Are
in
you-
line with Wonder
Olivia,
Woman.
Are you saying you want a Super Daughters movie?
What super Nick? You're on a roll today, but more in line with.
I know what he's
She
talking
knows.
about.
She knows the general direction, but she doesn't know that she does not know the location. They make that pretty clear in Wonder Woman that once you leave, the magic is that you can't go back because the memory of its location is wiped.
But I will say, as far as like the barrier is concerned, it's just more of an illusion magic, because look how easily the Germans got
Yeah,
through
it
the barrier.
is. It is, but it has the added thing that once you leave, you forget your way back. But Draga brings up
that
an
is
interesting
true.
idea. Draga has an interesting idea. Batgirl, Supergirl film produced by Deborah Snyder. That could be. And by the way, you got Tevia booing you now.
Oh wait, no, I got it. Gotham City Sirens.
Ooh, now you're.
It's like the crossover you had in Batman the Animated Series, where Batgirl and Supergirl teamed up against Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy.
I remember that episode.
Yeah, there you go. And you can introduce like a Catwoman.
Who's the actress supposed to be Catwoman in the DCEU?
It was yeah. I'll pull up. It was like
It was Silk Spectre from Watchmen.
no. It wasn't. No. You know who it was? It was the doctor from Sucker Punch.
Who was Silk Spectre in Watchmen?
Oh yeah, the original Silk Spectre. Yeah,
Yeah.
she could do really well on that one.
That's a great casting choice.
Fun fact: she was the voice of the Kryptonian ship.
And you know what the best part is? Since we have an older Bruce Wayne, like she's a little bit older herself, she would be perfect to be in the perfect age range for that version of Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, exactly, 100%. What they could allude to is that
Carrie Kelly Robin.
Hey, because Dark Knight Returns Batman, that's clearly what he was inspired by. What they could do, and no, we're never doing John Hamm as Batman. That's a horrible idea. But
I mean, if we can't get the guy from Walking Dead to be Thomas Wayne, he could be Thomas Wayne.
No, he's not playable. I could see him as Two-Face. I could see him as Two-Face or Hush.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan was the Thomas Wayne in VBS.
Yeah, he has to play Thomas Wayne.
Which he physically he could do it.
Can you imagine if they adapt that horrible arc from Tom King's Batman run where it's Thomas Wayne versus Bruce Wayne by Cheyenne Woodley, who was meant to play? That would work as Poison Ivy.
The less
no.
Who would play Ivy then?
No, wait. Remember the movies?
Eva Green.
Eva
Green for Poison Ivy.
Ooh, that is actually Nick. You are like one after the other. That is excellent. Excellent choice.
I mean, she's she's got the I'm sorry, but Eva Green has like this the personality. Like she acts
has
like
the form, and she said when you hear her talk, because I was watching 302 recently, and yeah, you could definitely see her as a villain. Yeah, Rise of the Empire. I call it that because that's pretty much what it is.
Have you seen Casino Royale? AKA she's Drago. Okay, he's got the pick.
Yeah, that's the pick. That is the pick. That is the pick right there. Oh man, that is the pick right there.
Wait, to be fair, Kathleen Kennedy is hella toxic, so she's perfect for the role.
Yeah. Wait, here's the thing. I could also see Eva Green playing Talia al Ghul.
Okay, she's my pick for Talia now.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be good as Talia?
Yeah.
No, she's perfect. She's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine her
Wait, are
saying
we talking
"beloved."
Are we talking about lover Talia or mother Talia?
Either or, because like have
Either
you
or,
seen
because
Miss
this-
She's
Pettigrew's
got
home
the
for
range.
Peculiar?
She's got the range.
Because what I think would happen.
Have you seen Miss Pettigrew's Home for Peculiar Children?
No,
I have.
First off, that's actually a really underrated movie.
I have to watch it.
She's basically the Xavier. It's basically like if Tim Burton did like a children's Avenger kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It was the
It's a
X-Men.
really good. Yeah, and she's basically the Charles Xavier, and she's very motherly in that role, and I think she's really good.
Yeah. So actually, here's a great conversation. So here's how I would do it. If we're taking the trilogy thing as it's going to happen, that's true. So the first Batman movie is Batman v Deathstroke. That's staying pretty much the way it is. Part 2 is where we introduce is the Batman Catwoman movie. Like they reconnect.
Danny DeVito for Harvey Bullock.
That is solid. But man, Nick, you are just one after the other. Well done, sir. But anyway.
Also, wait, I got to say this. If they do have Harvey Bullock, I want him as Harvey Bullock in The Batman, just so that he can have a face-off with Colin Farrell as a Penguin.
And what about a post-credit scene after the third one? It's like 20 years later, and you have Helena Wayne Huntress.
Yes, please. Yes. So, that gets into what I was going to do. Hang on, I swear I'll shut. So, movie 2 would introduce Damian Wayne because it would start off kind of like how Hush started off with like Bruce and Selena meeting up and reconnecting. They go off, they do the whole thing, and then it's basically Hush up until the point that we get to like Talia al Ghul's entrance.
The Jason fake out or the Al Ghul?
The Jason fake out, as a matter of fact, because that's what 3 is going to be. 3 is going to be Under the Red Hood.
Oh,
Jensen Ackles playing Red Hood. And yeah, because here's the thing, so, we would have
live action Jason Ackles.
What?
Live action Jason Ackles.
Yes, and go. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Nick.
So, in movie 1, you introduce the League of Shadows. And
yes,
Ra's al Ghul. But as a post-credit scene, he says Talia comes in holding Damian or leading him in. Basically, that's a post-credit scene is revealing Damian.
Well, reveal him more as like a 13-year-old because here's the thing: in movie 3, I have him as teaming up with Batman against Jason. Because here's the thing: at this point, this Batman's a little because you can have Damian have a conversation with Bruce, like, "Well, Jason's right." Because
that's
you know how
that in Convergence there was a tie-in from the Grant Morrison era where Bruce and Damian had just recently teamed up as Batman and Robin, those two, and it was Jason when he had the Chrome Dome Red Hood costume. So you're essentially adapting that Convergence tie-in.
Kind of. I didn't know. I didn't know that is a thing. I guess that's random, but all right.
If you want to do Death in the Family, you got to do Death in the Family, then Under the Red Hood.
No, because what you can do, because remember, well, first off, retcon. The first thing we do is that we retcon that the dead Robin in the SnyderVerse is Jason Todd. That's the first thing.
Okay, yeah. Okay,
and then movie 3 is when is Nightwing. We have to have Nightwing show up because he kind of played actually no. Movie 2 is Nightwing.
So all right, wait. So I'm kind of lost here. What's movie 1 again?
Movie 1 is just Batman and Batgirl v Deathstroke. It is the Batfleck movie that we kind of know already exists.
Wait, hold on.
And also in this movie, they introduce the idea that Dick Grayson Nightwing is alive and active.
Yeah,
but he wants nothing to do with Batman. He's off in Bloodhaven doing his own thing.
Exactly.
Here's how I would do it. Here's how I would do it. Dick survives whatever happened to him, which leads to his tombstone, but he fakes his death, kind of like an Speed Racer.
No, the Joker has to kill Jason Todd.
No, I'm talking about Dick Grayson.
He's still going to. We're talking about how we can like retcon that Dick Grayson is still alive.
No, here's what happens.
Okay,
is Dick Grayson is so pissed off after Jason's death that he never wants to talk to Bruce again because you brought someone in and you got them killed. This is what the life does to you. This is why I left Bruce.
But
better than that, Seth. I'll give you that.
Yeah. But here's the thing: Tim Drake. I wouldn't have him in this. But
and if we do, he's not gay.
No, because here's why: it's too many. I don't have enough movies to have all these Robins to exist.
Next. we know how this chat is, and we definitely know the whole Tim Drake Damian Wayne rivalry. Careful with what you say next.
What? All right, so we can have him exist, but here's what we do. But Nightwing shows up. He goes, "Oh, where's Tim? Oh, he's with the Titans."
Oh, you're trying to static shot this.
That way you just introduce the Titans and just say, "Okay, so that's what we'll do."
Throwaway line.
Honestly, I just wouldn't have Tim to begin with because I think what you were right in the first place, where there's just too many Robins, and even just having him
for
off
3
screen,
movies.
There's too much backstory. There's too much background. There's too much stuff going on in the background.
Well, if you're going to allude to Red Hood in the third movie, you could just have a throwaway line where Tim was Red Robin from the start, like in the New 52, but he's out of town on his own.
People would be so pissed if they did that. But so what they would probably do,
which is why I'd rather just not do Tim altogether. Because
exactly,
too much of a minefield.
If I had more movies, I would do that. But if we're operating under the trilogy thing, I can't do it. And actually, movie 1 works really well to introduce the League of Shadows, because guess what? It's actually confirmed that Deathstroke was in the League of Shadows because his sword has the League crest. You can just
it's fake, but you can see it.
I mean, I think they actually made that canon to the main DC universe.
And yes, it is canon. I think the way they did it is Deathstroke was going to be the head of the League after, like, Batman said, "No, I'm out."
But no, I think it was more akin to a rivalry, to where.
So basically,
ideal,
we're solidifying that movie 1 is Deathstroke, League of Assassins.
Yeah,
it's and then also Batgirl. You have the story where it's like, I don't want another partner. I've lost one. Another one that hates me.
And she's trying to actually like become Batman's new partner.
Make her. Okay.
And then maybe you have Nightwing show up for like 5 minutes. Like, you're doing another one, Bruce. Like, let's just,
and then Batman's like, no, she won't go away.
To be fair, she's pulling a copy back. You can't really blame Bruce.
Now, here's the thing. I would make it so Dick Grayson, so when Batman finds out that Dick faked his own death, he asks Dick why he did it, and then Nightwing says, hang on, I'm not done yet. Nightwing it's because Batman was killing people in the beginning of BVS. That's why, because Nightwing was going to come back. You saw how brutal Batman got.
Insanely stupid. I'm
no,
sorry.
No. Let him finish.
Not with this Batman. This is a different Batman than the normal Batman. Because remember,
I see where he's going with this. Because
we had a period.
Okay.
I'm basically adapting what Titans did, because in Titans, Batman got too dark. That's why Dick Grayson left. But in this one, Dick Grayson was gonna show up, saw like Batman branding people, and it's like, you know what? You've just become a thug. I'm not gonna do this.
So why would he fake his death? Like, it's just so extraneous.
What I mean is that he
survived what happens to him, but he doesn't go back to Bruce.
Yeah, he survived, and he survived what happened to him. But essentially, what he does is he's gonna come back. He's coming home, but when he finds out how brutal Batman has done, he's let Batman essentially believe, okay, so you know what, I died.
Yeah, that's stupid. Like that. That's stupid. I'm sorry. Tom Taylor wouldn't come up with something that stupid.
Oh, that's an insult, dude. No, that's not stupid, man. Because
I'm serious.
Batman is now.
but why would he fake? Why would he fake his own death? He's just not associated with Bruce. Like, it's just like, it's faking his own death is such a It's not even soap operas would do something that stupid.
The CW would do something that stupid. I see where you're coming from, Nick. But
Marvel,
let me finish.
This type of story. It just.
Let me clarify it.
You're trying to make us put a round.
Let me clarify it.
Hole.
No, I'm not. Let me clarify it, because Nightwing doesn't know.
You're not going to convince me. You're not.
Nightwing is not good. Let me finish, Nick. Let me actually finish what I'm saying, Nick. So Batman is essentially, as far as Batman knows.
You mute me one more time, I'm leaving.
Nick, you have to let me finish what I'm saying. That's one of the rules of this live stream. We can't talk over each other. What I'm saying is that, okay, so let me break this down step by step. We have the Robin dies thing in BVS, pre-BVS.
was Jason Todd, right?
Yes, but I'm saying if they wanted to go with the Nightwing thing, let's just say we just retcon where there wasn't a body. I'm just giving another way they could do this that'll be interesting. Okay,
if I see that in theaters, I'm walking out of the theater.
Okay, fine.
To be fair, Snyder and the higher ups did that when they misconfused Dick Grayson for Jason on Tombstone. So we're trying to. I get what Jared's trying to do.
I'm trying to make it so we don't necessarily have to like to retcon. I'm trying to do this in the easiest way possible.
I thought we all like. There's nothing in the movies that says it's Dick Grayson.
Tombstone. There is a tombstone.
And where?
There's a shot where Bruce Wayne is walking toward the mausoleum that holds his parents' bodies, where on the tombstone it says Dick Grayson. I've seen the shot.
Well, until I see the shot, I will.
Okay.
You know.
All right, we'll look it up right now.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. That's a good idea. Clarify this.
But I will say, the only two ways they can do this is just keep Dick Grayson dead, or do Under the Red Hood and have it be Dick Grayson be Red Hood instead of Jason Todd.
Oh, they're not doing that. See, it says Richard John Grayson.
Zoom it in, please.
Okay, here. It's not allowing me to zoom in. Hang on, I'll find a better picture. Let's see.
Look, I'm more than happy to be proven wrong on this one. Okay.
Here, I'll do this.
Yeah, just open out a separate tab.
Yeah,
like I'm more than willing to admit I'm wrong on this one.
Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Because I mean, I will say this, Nick. I could see why you would not see this because it's easy to miss. It's very easy to miss because the tombstone is like covered by shrubbery and stuff.
Fair enough.
Right there.
Okay. All right. I'm wrong on this one. I've been proven wrong, and I'll fully admit that. Okay.
Hold on.
Grayson is the one who dies.
Bring up Picashade's comment.
Yeah. Okay. Hang on.
Wait. Go to what Picashay says.
Yeah. It was never shown in the movies. That shot is from a leaked out production shot. It was never shown in the movie. I'm pretty sure it was in the movie. I thought it was in like. Well,
if it's in the movie, I will concede my point.
Yeah.
But if it is not physically in the movie,
yeah, that's fine.
Then it is not canon.
But
we'll definitely have to do a rewatch of BVS and see.
Here's the thing. Here's the question.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
Are you going to watch the correct edition? Here's the thing.
Ultimate edition.
Is it in the Ultimate Edition? Because he said it never shown in the movies. Do you mean the movie theaters? Is it actually in the Ultimate Edition? Because we all know there was an extra half-hour stuff that's in there.
If it is in either edition,
I'm not going to do the theatrical cut for this.
He already did.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm never going to. What
happened was when we did the BVS watch through, I made sure to say I was very clear we're watching the Ultimate Edition, but it's not necessarily Nick's fault. The library put the wrong DVD in the box.
And
so,
I showed them the case. I showed them the case, which was the Ultimate Edition. So.
I don't see it, dude. Yeah, it was the Ultimate Edition case. I can confirm. See you later, Tevye, Super Sons. So anyway, but all I'm saying, Nick, is that let's say it is in the movie. I'm just trying to make it so. Granted, I do agree with you. It's really weak, but I'm just doing it so it's the least amount of effort possible.
So let's for the sake of argument. Let's say it is in the movie and it's canon that Dick Grayson. Let's operate under that assumption. Okay, that's our baseline.
Can I break down my plot? Just to clarify it.
I want to save you the breath because, literally, just saying he faked his own death is just it's a really stupid fake out. It's just such a I could see them if they wanted to make Dick Grayson Red Hood. And that could work. I could see that kind of storyline working.
That would be anything in DC's Daredevil, but
I got it. What they do? Here's what they do. Not a death fake out. Adapting your idea, Nick. Okay, so one of the enemies in these movies is the Court of Owls. He was turned into a Talon.
That could work.
Then when he fights the Talon, he rips off the mask like in the Winter Soldier, and he goes, "Dick."
The only thing about that is they've got to be very careful to not use because if you want to do both that storyline and Under the Red Hood, a very poor writer would basically make the same movie twice. That's kind of the problem you have. Where I think
True.
here's my addendum.
Okay.
To quote your like you mentioned Winter Soldier. I actually think it would be better go in that direction where it's like the mask comes off and it's an adult Dick Grayson. He's like, Dick, who's Dick Grayson?
I got it.
And he played out more like the Winter Soldier, and where he regains his memories, fights back, and then he becomes Nightwing at the end of it or whatever.
That could work.
Remember Talon from the DCAMU Batman versus Robin?
Yeah.
So essentially, do Aquaman 2018, where they essentially take the same similar structure, but Talon, who's misguiding and deceiving Damian, is a brainwashed Dick Grayson under the mask.
Ooh.
Okay.
That could work.
Also, you also
Ooh.
do flashback, and then you also do flashbacks to where it's revealed that Dick Grayson was already starting to have his doubts. And the thing is, basically, it's like Dick Grayson's last night as Robin,
Oh no.
where he was going, he already had basically.
Hold on, Nick. Blasphemy.
No.
Blasphemy. Yeah.
You didn't even let me finish what I said. So it was revealed that that Bruce was going to let him go, and that he had already built him the Nightwing suit.
Okay.
And that like he was actually going to present it to him at the end
works.
of that night.
I like that.
And that like he got killed, but he's held on to that. And so the final act is he's not, instead of being Talon, he's Nightwing.
I like that. And by the way, Nick, we were not calling you blasphemy. We were calling this comment blasphemy. He's not going to become Rick Grayson. And what they could do, I just got a fantastic idea. We're going to go with your thing. But what if they don't necessarily do Under the Red Hood, but essentially the court turns
Winter Soldier route. I think going Winter Soldier route.
They turn both Dick and Jason into Talons to break Batman.
No.
All right.
I think giving Jason his own movie, because like I think
that
if you go the Winter Soldier route, basically have Talon be the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, you could.
Just have him like turn good for the last act. He's Nightwing. You know,
basically Arkham Knight.
Yeah, pretty much.
And then you do Under the Red Hood as like the next thing, where it's like at the end of the movie, Dick Grayson's like, I need to be my own person. I think I'm gonna head up river to Bloodhaven and carve out my own path. You know.
Yeah, that works. I like that. And then what they could do, that's how movie 2 ends, and then movie 3 is like Red Hood is basically Under the Red Hood, but Batman needs help, and Dick. And this is when he goes to the Batcave and decides, okay, you know what? Let's Nightwing it up.
See, the problem with this one is...
Here's the problem with the Nightwing suit, though. Does he go to Superman?
Well, what it could be is... In
some comics, when Damian was a baby, Jason was kind of like his babysitter.
No. Here's what it is.
Okay.
Batman is talking. So this whole thing is revealed that it's Dick Grayson.
Yeah.
Batman talks to Superman, and Superman tells the Nightwing story to Batman, and that's how Batman gets the idea to make the Nightwing suit.
Okay, that works. That works.
And then it's revealed that like maybe it wasn't Robin's last night, but he was actually thinking about letting him go and going to college.
Mm-hmm.
It's like because they were already halfway on the outs anyway, kind of thing.
That works. I like that.
And then never got the result. It's like, I was gonna let you go, let you be your own man. I talked to Superman, and he gave me some ideas, and
that works.
Also, the Talon, the Grayson, he already is using the Charisma 6.
Oh yeah, of course. We have to do that. We have to do that.
So we are agreeing on the DCAMU storyline with Talon, but with
yeah.
Okay.
So, in other words, the way I would arrange is that movie 2, movie 1 ends with Talia bringing Damian to Bruce. Movie 2 is like
Batman versus Robin.
Yeah, essentially that. Movie 3 is Under the Red Hood.
Also, here's how I would play under Jason Todd.
Go ahead.
So a little while after Dick Grayson dies, okay.
Mm-hmm.
Jason comes in and he's Robin for a little while, then he gets killed. It's such a black mark on his soul. He just never talks about it. It's like his little secret.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Batman doesn't tell people he lost another Robin. That's actually really cool. And we got the Botska coming in right about now.
That means you're popular, brother.
Yeah, I know. So go on, Nick. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's like a little dirty little secret, and that explains why you never talked about it. And also, it's more of a conflict for Red Hood. And then you also have Dick Grayson be like, "You did another one, and then they got killed," and then it's like a source of conflict. And then Damien just looks up and says, "You're not very good at this, are you, Father?"
Yeah, that would be so good. I would love that.
Come on,
so
you know
Damien. That's so Damien.
That would be
It's
a
like-
very Damien.
And by the way, here's I'm assuming a new rule.
Father.
When we refer to Nightwing, just call him Nightwing because I get the feeling saying his nickname is what's bringing the bots in here.
Yeah.
Yes, so just refer to him as Nightwing. That I think we'll save ourselves a lot of trouble that way. But
Okay.
I like that idea, Nick.
but
That
how
is
would you
100% what
juggle-
you do.
Or I got another line for you.
Okay.
Go.
Should I be worried, Father?
Oh, or what if Damien? Wait, I have a great one too. They're like it's like Superman is having a conversation with Batman about something, and Batman and like they hear Damien tell someone, "Do you bleed?" And then Superman turns to Batman and goes, "Like father, like son."
Okay. All
That'd be
right.
so good.
What was I saying? How about this? How would you work Batman and Catwoman with Damien?
What I would do?
because-
Okay. Wait.
Can I please?
There's a really good scene I want to talk about. There's
All right,
a
go
scene
ahead.
where in one of the Camu animated movies where Batman's going on a date with like
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Yes, yes.
and then where Damien calls him up and says, "Father, please use protection.
Cover your drink. And
Yes,
also, you can
yes,
use protection.
yes.
Can we
yes,
please have that
Nick,
scene in there?"
Nick, that is. But by the way, you didn't have to say anything because that was going to be in there because that was like one of the best Damien Batman interactions of all time. But the way I would do it is I would fit her into like the Court of Owls, probably movie 2 or say
Like-
or so.
Spoilers for Gotham Knights, because
Yeah,
5, 4,
3, 2, 1, go.
Talia does work with the court to a degree in the Gotham Knights game. So you're talking
Mhm.
something like that?
I haven't gotten that far yet in the game, so thanks for spoiling that. But
Ah.
no, but it's fine to worry about. But does Talia work? No, I don't. I wouldn't go that far. I would just say like, would I actually? Yes, go ahead and do that because it would be good. It would be great conflict. But
Sorry,
what I would,
man. I really thought you got that far with that extra week.
no, it's all good. It's all good. Don't worry. But no, I had an extra week for Call of Duty.
Oh, okay.
But by the
the
way,
thing is, if
I
you're
beat the
gonna have
campaign. It's
Catwoman-
fantastic.
If you're gonna have Catwoman, she's got to have been in Bruce's life for at least 20 years, on and off again. You got to.
Yeah, because what
Yeah.
I would establish is that they have a pre-existing relationship. It's just she's now starting to come back into his life because they kind of did that in Hush, but I would do it more, like actually, like really more here. Like she's been
But
off.
you actually
doing
did
Catwoman.
it, Max.
Yeah. Or it's like, oh, you actually play nice now.
To
In
be
other words-
fair, you led me on for almost 20 years, Selena.
Yeah.
Or okay, just imagine, you got Damien. He's taking down Catwoman. He's like, "Damien, stop!" Because like, "I'm taking down a criminal, Father," and he's like, "Oh, hi, Bruce. How have you been?"
Yeah, exactly. And then so what I would do
Harlots are your own business, Father. Don't drag me into this.
That's good. I love that.
What you do with your loins in the privacy of your own cave is your business, Father.
Yeah. And Drago, links don't show up in the chat, so just DM it to me on Twitter. I'll check it out.
What are you
But-
doing, Father? Fraternizing with criminals?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, more than fraternizing, but
Yeah, you may have a brother and sister sometime soon.
a sister
Interrogation.
well, she did once mention this girl named Helena.
Yeah. Oh, well, no, wait. Here's what we do: we make it so she already has the kid. She already has Helena, and she's training Helena to be a cat burglar.
Oh, what if the
You're
the
teaching
huntress-
my daughter crime.
No. What if we take the huntress
Your
from
bastard child's a living assassin. What are you to judge?
what do we say
Go
about
ahead, Nick.
talking over each other?
Yeah. I'm sorry, Nick.
Sorry. man.
So what if the version of Huntress from Birds of Prey we retcon is actually the daughter of Batman and Catwoman?
Here's the problem with doing that. They already showed her origin explicitly in the Birds of Prey movie. They can't exactly just say, trust me, I would love to say Birds of Prey never happened.
Adopted.
It's possible because Selena is technically the, for lack of a better term, bastard daughter of not Tony Zuko. What's another mob boss in Gotham?
I know who you're talking about because
Falcone.
they did. Yeah, Falcone. They could do that actually.
It could work.
I mean, Helena is a bastard child as well. I mean,
yeah.
If you know.
Yeah.
So what I would do, the way I would do this is that she shows up in movie 2, and like essentially the way we do this is that Bruce thinks she gave up being Catwoman, and she's just like hanging out, and she notices that he's not branding people anymore. So he basically mentions, "I'm turning over a new leaf," essentially.
No. He says, "I'm turning over a new cape."
Ben Affleck would not say that. That's
a
Keaton line. No, actually, that's worse. That's a Clooney line.
No, not even Clooney would be that cartoon.
Probably, I think Adam West would probably say that.
But because it's Adam West, it works.
Yeah, because it works for Adam West. But what would happen is, eventually, it's like she never really retired. It's just, we could make it so she was on the Suicide Squad.
No. Catwoman's too good. Maybe? Catwoman would have never gotten caught. She's too good.
Oh,
also,
yeah, that's true. That's true.
Here's the other thing about: she's a cat burglar. She's a petty thief. So if she gets caught, she's going to jail. There's not really a reason for her to be on the Suicide Squad.
Well, emotional leverage on Batman.
But would Waller do? Would Waller?
She would.
Yeah.
Batman disrespected her.
Who am I kidding?
It's
Amanda Waller. She would.
There is no levels of depravity she wouldn't sink to get what she wants.
Next to the Joker.
If she could, she would legit like put Damian on the Suicide Squad. If she could catch Damian.
Well, here's the thing. That is a great way for Amanda Waller to wake up with Damian's collar on her. Because you got to remember, Damian is good enough. He would literally pick the lock, sneak out, and then literally put the.
Pleasure doing business with you, Waller.
Yeah, he just gets away.
I'm Ra's al Ghul's grandson. Do this again, and I slaughter your entire unit.
No. What he says is, "I am the son of Batman and the grandson of the dragon
of the demon.
The demon.
I'm grandson of the demon.
Do not fuck with me."
Yeah, exactly.
And that's your one F-bomb for the movie.
That's your one F-bomb. What they could do, honestly, or
come on,
or it's like it's a prison. They're transporting him to the Suicide Squad facility, and all of a sudden the Batmobile just flies in with the machine guns and the artillery guns, and Batman's like, "Give me back my son."
No, I think it would be better if Damian busts himself out.
He would. No, he would. It's just by the time Batman stops the car, Damian's killed all the guards, and he's like, "What took you so long?" And then Batman turns to Waller and goes, "The next time I have to do this, I'm bringing the Kryptonian."
The thing is,
okay, I don't think
Amanda Waller. I don't think Amanda Waller would kidnap Damian as that kind of leverage, because even though it's something she would definitely be okay with, she's also a pragmatist at heart. She knows that there's lines you don't cross, especially with the Batman, and kidnapping his children. That's
what Amanda Waller would do, though.
No, what I'm saying is, she's also a pragmatist. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying she wouldn't consider it. She would be more than willing to do it. But I'm saying she probably wouldn't do it because she knows it would backfire.
Yeah. Let me put it to you this way. It would be suggested to Amanda Waller, and she'd be like, "Okay, no."
I would add one more to that.
Yeah, go ahead.
Instead of the Batmobile, Damian just whistles, and Goliath just swoops down. His little pet bat dragon just swoops down.
He has a pet. He has a dragon.
Yes.
Oh, really?
He has a pet bat dragon.
Wow. Well, okay, yeah.
But is it a magic dragon?
And does it come in black?
Hold on. Let me see if I can.
But yeah, so essentially, yeah, exactly. I knew you were going to do that. But essentially, and And then movie 3, and then the subplot of movie 3 is like Batman is just starting to open up to Catwoman. Like movie 2 ends, they're starting a relationship, and then movie 3 is like when he's learning how to like be human again, kind of.
Well, he was already kind of on that. He was already kind of on that journey in Justice.
And wait. Yes, he was. But I got a better idea. So remember in Under the Red Hood, where Jason kidnapped the Joker. He kidnapped. I'll share in a second. In my version, he kidnaps to get Bruce to come to him. He kidnaps Selina. Oh yeah, that's adorable. Where'd Tevye go? I'm sure he would be able to. He could be.
If only Tevye was still awake for this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
but he can check this out on the rewatch.
I did not know he has this. So what do you guys think? He kidnaps. Jason kidnaps Selina to get to Bruce.
A beat down is about to happen.
Oh yeah. In particular, if it's the Ben Affleck Batman. Oh my gosh, that would turn into the warehouse scene.
Yeah. No, it would. You think you kidnapped Selina?
Actually, you know what? You know what?
Selina already legally married.
We could do that.
Like a
as an FU to Tom King. And by the way, Nick, since you brought up that gorgeous clip from Man of Steel. I just love that so much. That's my favorite scene from Man of Steel, besides when he goes, Krypton had its chance.
Hey,
what's up?
Since he brought up that clip, have you heard the reports that like Michael Shannon might show up as General Zod in The Flash?
Yeah, he is showing up because they're gonna go to like the Supergirl Earth that they go to in the movie, not the main Earth, the one that they travel to, is where he comes like normal, but instead, but he has killed Kal-El and he's hunting Supergirl.
But how?
What
if?
Sorry, you go ahead. No, you were talking first. Go ahead.
Okay. How would they handle Flashpoint Wonder Woman and Flashpoint Aquaman? Because
I don't think they'll show up.
I mean, if you're doing Flashpoint for the Flash movie,
I know. I wish they would. Trust me. I wish they were doing a legit Flashpoint adaptation because that would be dope as hell in this universe.
Thank you.
They're not gonna do it, unfortunately, because it's like they're not fun. That's why. Because trust me, I would love a Jeffrey Dean Morgan as Flashpoint Batman. That would be amazing. They could like CGI thin Henry Cavill for him to be the Flashpoint Superman,
or Michael Keaton as Flashpoint Batman.
No, they have to do Jeffrey Dean Morgan. They've already
established that
in tease. Yes, Thomas Wayne, and then they could have like Martha Wayne's the Joker, like in the background. Because as Zachary said, that if he did Flashpoint, it would be those two actors.
So here's my theory.
Yeah.
What if they use this to bring that version of Zod into main continuity?
And they bring back Zod?
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's an interesting idea there. Actually, let's think about that because we have no information on if Zod stays dead. Well, if Zod stays in that Earth.
Flash is going to change the timeline anyway, so I mean,
so they could do that, but here's the one problem with that, because Zod is very clear that he would just destroy Earth. So as soon as he shows up, murder. I see what you're saying, Nick, and trust me, that's a great idea. But for this version of Zod, because remember, it's the same Zod as Man of Steel that was like either you die or I die. So I'm like,
But what if Zod?
Here's my theory. Here's my theory. The timeline changes. Basically, it changes Man of Steel to where he doesn't kill Zod. He just like incapacitates him. Finds like some other way. And so basically, Zod is basically in a Task Force X site. Kind of like in Black Adam. Okay. And then in one of the Man of Steel movies, probably not Man of Steel 2 because that'd be stupid doing 2 Zod movies in a row.
Yeah, exactly.
They bust out Zod.
Oh, he becomes Cyborg Superman.
No. Or what if at some point they put the current Zod body into the Phantom Zone, and because of Phantom Zone shenanigans, it restores his form because the Phantom Zone, the body ends up matching his spirit.
Dimension. I get what you're saying.
Here's the problem with that, Nick, though. But they're pretty clear that they're not going to retcon anything from Man of Steel or BVS. They're going to respect those movies.
Which is why the second option is probably better,
But
to where they use the Phantom Zone as a way to secure the body.
The Zod body was Doomsday.
No. What it is they explain it so that this version of the Phantom Zone, your spirit matches your body. And so because the spirit of Zod is still Zod, the body kind of changes back into
Zod.
Into Zod. And thus, at some point they can grab him from the Phantom Zone and then, because like the Phantom Zone does exist in the DCEU. We know that.
It does. That's a way to do it, but see, I don't think they're going to bring Zod back in any way because, again, that undermines what happens in Man of Steel and it makes that choice that Superman has to make meaningless.
Wait, what about Chris Kent, the son of the son of Zod, who Clark later adopts? The son of Zod, and he comes.
Or just having him come back for revenge.
Actually, Feora is still alive. Zach confirmed Feora is still alive. So they got Feora come back for revenge.
And let's say in the time they were alive, he knocked her up and they have a son.
Yes, that's perfectly fine. And then they both come, and the son is an adult, and then they both return, and then try and take revenge on Kal-El for what happened.
Yeah,
there you go. That's what 100% works.
Maybe if you do,
and Lois, and we could have a. Too bad, man. Too bad Tevye went to bed.
Oh, yeah, we can have the super son. He can be the super son. His name is actually. They rename him John, and that's John Kent.
Okay, so what if they were banished to the Phantom Zone, Feora, and she had a baby in the Phantom Zone that was like the Zod, and he has like some.
Did you just rip off Young Justice season 4?
They didn't have him in the Phantom Zone though.
Okay.
And what if we're doing a Brainiac movie? He actually grabs them from the Phantom Zone, and they're more supporting villains instead of the main ones.
Yeah, we could combine that with my idea for Supergirl, where Brainiac actually takes over their minds and like rewrites them and turns them into slaves.
We should write a fan comic because we have good ideas.
And
I got you one better. Here's my one better.
Yeah, go ahead.
They actually ended up having twins named Ursa and Nan.
Ooh. And so they're mind control, but then when Superman breaks them out, the Kryptonians team up to take down Brainiac, and it's just Kryptonians versus Brainiac.
Don't think this changes anything, Kal-El.
Yeah,
but pay for Zod.
Yeah, and they decide we're gonna deal with this now, and then we're gonna deal with our thing.
No, I got you one better.
What's up?
You think they're mind controlled, but it's revealed that they're actually not mind controlled. They're working with Brainiac on their own volition.
Why would they work with Brainiac?
Revenge.
But here's the problem with
Brainiac's the bigger threat. So
Brainiac is the bigger threat, and he would have destroyed Krypton anyway. So,
but he promises the one thing they want more than anything: to kill Kal-El.
Oh, how revenge consumes.
You could say he promises to restore the bottled city of Kandor. Bring that in. It's the last piece of Krypton still alive.
No. Well, that doesn't exist yet.
You would have to set it up. You would really have to
okay. Which is why I think if you're gonna go the convincing route, just at least convince him to restore Krypton. And then if you want to have like the third act reversal, it's revealed he never actually planned on doing that, and then they team up, blah blah blah.
Because they do have the world engine, and they can terraform another planet. Oh, I see.
Turn to new Krypton. That works.
You kill Kal-El for me.
I do have a theory.
Terraform you another planet to make new Krypton.
I do have a theory that if the Justice League decides to do the Watchtower, they're going to use the world engine as the Watchtower.
Oh, wait. Here's how they convince them.
What's up?
They have Ursa, tagged up, and then Clark reveals to them, so we have a repaired world engine for you, and we have a working Kryptonian ship. You're not going to terraform Earth, but we have identified a planet that can be terraformed for a new Krypton. If you help us, we will give you this world engine and this ship to go there, as long as you promise to leave us alone.
They could see that. I could see happening because remember, these Kryptonians, all they want is Krypton. So actually, That would work, actually. That's how
And-
Clark gets them to team up with him.
Secure New Krypton or revenge.
No. What it is they're trying to find where Brainiac's base is, and it's actually going to be revealed to be in the Phantom Zone. For that, but like
That's fantastic.
but like they need to find it, and so as a way to convince Furiosa, which by the way, Ursa and Nan are still with Brainiac, but like they've captured Furiosa, and they say, "We promise that this, we'll save your kids and we'll give you Krypton back," and they have a temporary alliance.
Mm-hmm. That works. I like that.
See, this is why I'm a writer.
Yeah, that definitely works. I can see that.
But I want to make this very clear, Ursa. At the slightest sign of a double cross, I will kill you myself. Heroics be damned.
Superman is Superman really going to say that?
You can or you can have Black Adam say it.
Wow, yeah, there you go. You bring in Black Adam. Yeah.
Oh no! What he says is, let this be known, or Furiosa, a double cross. Like what he says is like, so I talked to Superman, and he told me how he killed your lover. And if you double cross us, I will do the same.
That works. Or Superman and Black Adam are like side to side, and then he
Good cop, bad cop.
Yeah, exactly. We adapt.
It's all relative.
We adapt what happened in the Winter Soldier, where Superman basically makes the threat, and then Fiora goes, "Yeah, we know you would never kill us anymore. You're not that type." And then Superman goes, "Yeah, I'm not. He is.
He is."
Yeah, exactly.
Can I just say, as soon as you said that, my mind flashed to the Justice League Batman Beyond crossover. Good cop, good bat, bad bat. It's all relative.
Yeah, it's good cop, even worse cop. But yeah, that would
have you seen that moment from Justice League Unlimited?
I have, and
I think I have.
I never thought I'd see the Batman playing good cop. Never thought
It's
I'd
all
see
relative. Also, when you realize, because like that version of Hawkman is actually the son of Green Lantern and Hawkwoman, so it's like he's talking to his son and whatnot.
Yeah, I love that. But yeah,
Shayera was one cranky pregnant lady. No, to be fair, I would be too if I laid an egg that size.
and lay an egg, jeez. But okay, so I think we got a really good start. All right, actually, you know what? Let's outline, since we outlined Batman, let's outline before we log off. Let's outline Superman. So we already have Man of Steel. I think that what we just did is good for movie 2. What's movie 3?
What did we agree on for movie
Lobo,
2? Was it
Lobo
Brainiac?
would be too outrageous.
What?
Lobo would be too outrageous, but I could definitely see
I could see
fun.
them making. I could see them making Lobo work in Man of Steel.
A side character, sure, but I don't think he would be the villain.
Son of Tomorrow was able to pull it off.
Yeah, but he eventually was not the villain. Parasite was the villain.
I still think Brainiac should be a third movie villain because like he's a pretty high. Because if we're talking escalation of threats,
True.
Anything, I think Parasite should be the villain of the second movie.
But it would feel like a downgrade because if you're going with
Zod.
if we're going with the return of Zod in relation to Man of Steel, and then you're going straight, it could work.
Well, Man of Steel 2 being Parasite, because like I feel like Parasite is not that big of a de-escalation from Zod, but is a huge de-escalation from Brainiac.
Yeah, I agree with you. I was about to say,
he's a happy medium.
I was about to say, Parasite is no pushover. If he gets if he touches Superman, I definitely agree with you on that one, Nick. That's a good.
I mean, if you really want up the stakes, we could throw in Metallo as well.
A Metallo Parasite.
Because guess who was in BVS? The creator of Metallo. It's one of the scientists in the room where they're explaining where Lex is explaining to those senators what kryptonite does. But so they could establish that. By the way,
wait. Oh, also, Parasite is a paraplegic from BVS.
That was the plan. That was the original plan for BVS.
Wait, didn't he get blown up in the courtroom scene?
Yeah, I know that was a change, but that was the original plan for BVS. They were going to have him be Metallo. They could. Well, I was about to say that I could make it so he survived, but he was the epicenter of the blast. There's no way you survive that.
Well, we could. There's plenty of ways they could do that because, like,
True.
We can rebuild him. We have the technology.
Like you
True.
could say he got in contact with some mother box technology, and it turned, you know.
But here's the thing: I feel like they've overused the mother boxes enough, and plus,
From the
then he
Unity.
then he turns into a cyborg clone.
No,
But
what
he-
it is he's like basically like they have his body. What it is in Justice League, his body is in the same lab is in Star Labs as the mothership, and so like when the events of Justice League happens, it's revealed that like his body got fused with kryptonite, Kryptonian, and some mother box shenanigans come in, and that's what made him Parasite.
But what
because he was
happened in
directly
Justice
working on the
League?
project. But that's more akin to radiation poisoning, but it could work.
But he
I mean, to
one
be
problem with
fair,
that.
if you get bitten by a radioactive spider, you die of radiation poisoning in real life. So.
Yeah, but that's true. But what does Steppenwolf do to cause that to happen? Because as far as we see in Zack Snyder's Justice League, he just walks in, he just bashes his way into the building. We could make it like
He
it's a
wants to
deleted
secure the
moment.
Unity, so Metallo gets ignored.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what I'm saying is it's a parallel scene, kind of like the opening to BVS, where it shows something that was happening like at the other end of the building while the where the father died, you know, kind of around where that scene happened, where the resurrection of Superman, maybe some of that energy, kind of like his body, which was like basically his art, like basically his torso and a head, which was very charred, and that's all that's left of him, you know. And basically all the energy kind of fused with like also there's some kryptonite in the lab, you know, so it fused with his body. And, you know, basically kind of rebuilt his limbs and whatnot, but like he needs to feed off of Kryptonian energy, either kryptonite or Kryptonian itself.
The problem with that is why would Star Labs collect his body parts from a supposed just suicide bombing?
They need to. I don't know, but like I have to create a reason.
Yeah, it can be done. You just
He
all
was
you need is
working with Luthor, and he had residuals in his system, and they ignited during the explosion, thus corrupt.
Well, the bomb was his chair, so we all know that, and it was made of lead to prevent Superman from seeing it.
It could be that Lex like did something to like the bomb in the chair in order to expand the blast, and then that happens to be some kind of weird energy that was emanating off his body.
What if the bomb itself was made with trace amounts of kryptonite, where he was hoping to kill Superman as well, or at least like it wasn't enough to kill Superman, but enough to dull his senses or whatever.
The problem with that is that that's directly undermined by Superman just standing in the middle of the Capitol and being able to fly and stuff. Because if there were trace kryptonite things, he would have reacted more.
The only way you have to retcon it to where he had slightly blurred vision, and by the time the smoke cleared, he regained his composure.
True.
Yeah.
You could do that. True. It would have to be very, 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 very trace kryptonite like exposure because otherwise it turns into BVS where he's like kind of.
Okay, what about DCEU Teen Titans with the DCAMU roster?
Yes, that.
Wait, what?
What about a movie, actual Teen Titans movie, DCEU with the DCAMU roster?
Well, we would already have Damian Wayne. We
gotta have Bumblebee.
Nightwing.
She's part of the She's part of the original team, but
yeah.
okay.
But yeah, we're having Nightwing. Obviously, we bring in Starfire. We have Blue Beetle because he's getting a movie, and
with Cobra Kai star, which I'm very happy about.
Obviously, bring in Beast Boy, and yeah, we could easily do that. As a matter of fact, and we'd need Raven
because Titans season 4 is going to be the last season, so you really could just carry them over.
Yeah, we could introduce Raven since her father's Trigon in the Constantine movie. Or like somehow introduce her in the JL Dark universe and then bring her and she goes to the Teen Titans.
Okay.
Well, I'm actually not opposed to the idea of actually here's what I would do.
Sure.
I would have the love interest be Raven's mother. And
that's
Trigon,
actually a good idea.
And basically allude to Raven, you know, like talk about her existing, but and like Trigon being kind of a factor in it, and also bring in Zatanna as well.
Of course, yeah.
But
Wait,
We're doing
Constantine and Arella? Oh.
Ooh.
yeah, it's Raven's mother, and she's kind of like the love interest kind of thing of the movie. Like Raven is talked
already
about.
born.
Yes,
Okay. Okay.
It
Like,
has to
at
be
this-
that way. Because-
Raven is pretty much already fully formed. It's just she's separating herself because like Trigun is
Power
trying to come at.
and all that. Okay.
What happens is Raven's mother hires Constantine to protect her from Trigun, because Trigun is trying to come after her to conceive another child.
And what they could do, which would be so funny, she shows up at the Titans and Zatanna is there. She goes, "God damn it, John, another one."
What do you mean?
Because how John Constantine sleeps around.
Oh, with
So,
Aurelia.
It's
Okay.
like it's a way of like establishing that that like Constantine is a bit of a playboy, and since
More akin to a man whore,
but still you get what I'm going for. And Zatanna is always like blasting John for being a drunk and all that stuff. She goes, "Oh my gosh, another one."
in my defense, this is a contract, not a sleeve. This is a contract, not a gig.
Yeah,
And then when she says, "Not yet, anyway."
yeah, exactly. That
Oh,
would
who
work
do you
really
think I am, Lucifer?
well.
Bloody
That-
hell! It was one time, Z.
That is actually really good, dude. Well, okay, if we ever do like a dramatic reading of a comic, you are being Constantine.
Also, if you're gonna have Constantine, they got to at least mention Dr. Fate.
Oh yes, absolutely.
I heard the old dog bited that last mission. You have my condolences, mate.
And then he just shows up out of an Ankh portal because Dr. Fate like is not going to die. I guarantee he's not dying.
See, the problem with
Go.
you can't really have Dr. Fate in a Justice League Dark movie because Dr. Fate is literally the pinnacle of light magic.
But
Yeah.
he has a responsibility to preserve the cosmic balance. So
Like he
can't-
can be an antagonist in the movie, but he wouldn't really be part of the team.
That would be actually a really cool idea of him being the antagonist.
You defy the very lords of all.
Well, maybe not the main one, but I think at the
Yeah.
very least it would have to be like, hey, this guy's gonna destroy the universe. You're gonna have to fight with us. Like the final battle, he fights with them, kind of thing.
That works. I like that.
But who would be the new vessel for Dr. Fate? Because spoilers for Black Adam, Kent Nelson actually died in the final battle. So who would be the new
But what they could
Zatara.
do, yes, they could do that. But what they could also do, because this is DC and they find the most ridiculous ways to bring characters back to life, they could make it so when Kent's body was like resorbed, it was actually absorbed into the helmet. It was like Naboo protecting Kent. Tell me that's not a comic book way to keep him alive.
But you would have
I
the
mean-
spirit of Naboo and Kent's spirit in the helms, two
Yeah.
consciousness in the same artifact.
No, what happens is it was let's say that Naboo put Kent's body into an alternate reality plane of existence, suspended animation, and then re-puts him
so when
in.
he's needed, he just brings his body back without his conscience. Okay.
Because here's the thing: Hawkman was able to use the powers of the Helmet of Fate after he supposedly died.
Yeah.
But that doesn't
Now
mean Hawkman himself was worthy. Okay.
I like that.
You know, it could be that like Fate, like the Helmet of Fate, like Boo has worked with Hawkman enough where it's like, okay, you're not worthy, but I recognize in this situation,
I have to
lending you my. Yeah, I think
it's gonna if I don't do this, it's gonna cause chaos, and I don't want that.
yeah.
And then obviously at some point during our DCEU, we have to do a World's Finest in the Trinity movie. That has to happen.
That could definitely.
Yeah, I mean,
let's be honest. Naboo. I mean, I'm probably going to get another strike for this, but Naboo's a bit of a prick, and that's
Yeah,
all.
he's a
piece of crap. He's a piece of crap. He's a piece of crap.
He is. He definitely is. I learned that from Young Justice very well. He definitely is.
But honestly, all things considered, there's like a million like very easy ways they can bring Arthur Kent back.
Yeah, let me put it this way. We're in a universe where a way they brought Jason Todd back to life was someone punched reality.
That was the original version.
That was the original version, but I'm saying more ridiculous stuff has happened in the past. Superman was in a Kryptonian healing coma. But my plot for the Trinity movie would just simply be, it would be small scale. Nice, Nick. It would be small scale. Just keep it, because the point of that movie is to like establish like the sort of like dynamic of the three superheroes together, them being friends. Wonder Woman and Superman obviously having a deep love for each other. Had to put that in.
Stop it.
Someone call so Nick, can I call you Ratcatcher? You know what I was referring to, right?
No.
James Gunn's Suicide Squad. That's a character. She has the power to control rats. It's actually really cool. That's how she kills Starro.
But as much as I very much love the DCEU and that World's Finest episode, am I the only one who thought the whole Bruce and Lois flirt scenes was a bit tacked on?
It was so stupid. Because here's the problem. Bruce Timm apparently thinks that Batman just flirts with everyone.
He does to an extent.
But he like really took it to like the 10th degree.
He went too far.
He went too far.
He went too far.
He went way too far. By Nick, you don't remind me of Dr. Evil with Mr. Bigglesworth.
That's actually like kind of what I was trying to go for.
I saw it immediately. That's really good. I love that. I love that. So
Dang it, wrong James Bond villain. Never mind.
Yeah, so exactly. And 100% I would do like a small scale, nothing too big. They could be fighting intergang or something like that. And the intergang guys have like ancient Greek artifacts. That's how you bring in Wonder Woman, because they don't want her. She doesn't want the gods being released or something like that. And it's just them being friends, solving a mystery together.
So are you saying they might solve a mystery or rewrite history?
Ah, damn it, Nick. And the World's Finest episode is like, let's see, what would a World's Finest movie be?
It would be the World's Finest movie.
True.
Imagine a Justice League Dark team up. You have Batman on the team, let's say from our
like in that movie,
like in Justice League Dark, and then Constantine references Talia and Nada Parbat. Sorry, mate, but the last time you got us involved, your baby mama helped burn Vladova to the ground, not Markovia to the ground.
That's good. I swear, if we do a dramatic comic, because I was actually thinking of doing that, you have to play Constantine. That's just a missed opportunity, dude.
I'll do it. Just set it up.
Nick, who would you be?
What are my choices?
Oh yeah, it depends on the comic. I actually have to pick a comic though.
I would be a solid Constantine, not gonna lie.
Is this a project that we're actually gonna do? Because
I was legitimately thinking of doing it. That'd be fun.
So I actually do music on the side. So if you need some music provided, I can compose them for you. Because
I was thinking that would be a fun live stream. We actually pick a comic, a DC comic. It can be a small, probably a small-ish scale story. We do the voices, we do the music, and live, so we can see people's reaction. That'd be cool.
All right,
I could do that.
We'll plan this. But going back, booyah. But in terms of a World's Finest movie, it could be just Superman helping Batman on a case.
Okay, short and sweet. Okay.
Just keep it, just keep it small scale, because most of our movies are like the world is ending. So we're like, I mean, we have to have a few of them, a few like small scale like movies.
But what would be a good Flash movie after the change in the timeline? What would be a good? Would you still have Barry Allen Flash, or would you have Wally West?
Wally West.
Or well, at the very least, it's not going to be Ezra Miller, because that guy's facing 26 years.
He's not going to get 26 years, even if he's guilty. He's not going to get 26 years, dude. I got news.
Well, his days as playing Barry Allen are over. I think DC has made it very clear that this is the last gig for him.
Yeah. So what I would do is that so they don't necessarily have to deal with any confusion for the recast. Just bring in Wally West, because that way.
Or, the post-credit scene, Barry wakes up and all of a sudden he has the face of Greg Gustin.
Well, no, but I'm saying here's why I want them to do Wally West, because Justice League 3, they have the Justice League lined up against Darkseid, and it's the lineup from the show. and they do some stylized form of the Justice League Unlimited theme as the armies show up. Can you imagine how epic that would be?
Hold on. I want to show.
Who is playing Hawk Girl?
That's a good. We can't do Gina Carano. She can't play all the tough girls, unfortunately.
Hey, yes, you can.
Gina Carano would make a very good Shira Hall with DCEU's Jon Stewart.
I don't know. I think she's a little bit too big for that role. I mean, she's making an awesome big body. She's perfect for that.
Okay.
Lena Headey plays Hawk Girl, the Queen from 300.
Ooh.
No, I want her to play. I want her to play the Wonder Woman villain Cersei.
That could work too.
Okay, she would be a good
well,
Cersei.
yeah, because of the name thing from Game of Thrones. I see what you're doing there, Nick. Nick is the pun man of this group, so that's pretty much his responsibility.
Also, my rat is licking my hand, so I'm happy.
Okay, did we?
How was that not vulgar out of context?
Yeah, someone clip that and send it to me, and that'll be Nick's entrance. Also, my rat is licking my hand.
It's a sign of affection.
No, I know, but out of context, it just sounds weird.
If I said the rat was licking something else, then yes, that would be cause for concern.
Someone please clip this whole conversation. That'd be so great.
But sadly, I am out of peanut butter.
All right.
Wait, we're not seeing this.
You're making this worse, Nick.
To be fair, it is 2 a.m.
Yeah. All right. So we're gonna log off for a second. But so basically, what we discovered is okay. So we're definitely gonna do a dramatic reading of a comic book. You guys can recommend a comic you want us to read, or we'll get together on the group chat and pick one out. And
Christ on Infinite Earth.
Oh hell no!
No.
Do you have any idea that the size panel will have to get for that?
That's a year's project in of itself.
It has to be a small-ish storyline.
Death of Superman.
We could do Hush.
Hush is a little bloated, but it'd be a good story to start with.
I mean, Hush at least has recurring characters.
How about Son of Batman? Short and sweet, straightforward. The Batman and Son storyline.
Well, Tevia's going to want to play Damien, so.
No, Tevi's going to want to play John Kent when we
do Super Sons.
When we do Super Sons, he'll be Damien and John, and we'll just be in the background.
Well, I called dibs on Nightwing, so.
Well, yeah, of course you can do Nightwing. That's fine. That's totally fine. Let's see. What's one more storyline we can do?
War Games.
Yeah, we could do the Killing Joke because Nick, your Joker laugh is like. All right, Nick, do real quick your Joker impression that you did that one line that sounded very Mark Hamill-y. You have to hear this, dude. Shorten it because
hold on, let me get mine out first, and then you can compare.
Yeah, go ahead.
It'd be funny if it wasn't so pathetic. Oh, what the heck? I'll laugh anyway.
That's good. Right. I like that. All right, so go ahead, Nick. Shorten it.
Memories so treacherous. One moment you're lost in a carnival of delights, with poignant childhood aroma, the flashing neons of puberty, all that sentimental candy flowers. The next, it leads you somewhere you don't want to go, somewhere dark and cold, filled with the damp, ambiguous shapes of things you'd hoped were forgotten. Memories can be repulsive little brutes, like children, I suppose. But can we live without them? Memories are reason is based upon. If we cannot face them, we deny reason itself. Although, why not? We aren't contractually tied down to rationality. There is no sanity clause. So, when you find yourself locked in an unpleasant train of thoughts, hiding for the place in the past where the screaming is unbearable, remember, there's always madness. Madness is the emergency exit. You can step aside, close the door. I know those dreadful things that happened. You can lock them away. Forever.
He sounds exactly like Mark Hamill's Joker. It's uncanny. It is uncanny.
But we said this in the group chat, but that Justice League theme,
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to use that tonight? Or do you want to save that for a later occasion?
Which Justice League theme?
The what we sent in the group chat. What you sent that 30-second clip?
Oh, I can't play that because that's actually copywritten music. Because I know what you're talking about, and I wish we could. Because trust me, I would use that as my opening for the show. But
if we did a cover of that song,
even
yes.
then, that'd be copyrighted.
It would still. I know it's still a pain in the butt for that. But
actually, it's
go
actually
ahead.
cheaper to license the cover than it is the original.
Yeah, that's true. So we could probably figure it out. But anyway, so we're going to call this. The point is, our boy's back. And you know what? I will play a clip one more time.
Not impressed.
And wait. He just like shakes his head and he just goes. So on that note, we're going to call this one. Thank you, gentlemen, and Taladia for hanging out with us for until 2 a.m.
With special appearance by Drake.
Yes. So, Nick, when could we? You have any updates on Screecher?
We're heading into week 3. We're kind of just waiting for things kind of be over. Once the campaign is over, November 7th, it'll be about a week and a half, 2 weeks till we get the money, and then I'll put in the print order, and then things will progress from there. So, right now I'm kind of just, I'll be really kind of pushing things again going into the last week. But until then, it's kind of just, all quiet on the Western Front.
And JJHeat, how's the return to YouTube coming?
I actually got a few videos in the works. Maybe I'll retread one of my old What If videos. But maybe in the future, I can start doing streams on my end with my StreamYard account. Yeah. Have y'all involved?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
And we can talk about anime, manga, and just outside of comics. Expand the Comics League brand a bit more.
Awesome, because I definitely want to do a series talking about Attack on Titan because that's currently my thing right now.
Okay.
Oh yeah, like a rewatch series would actually be pretty cool. We 3 of us, we need to talk about that sometime. I think we need to pick a show. I have some ideas. We'll talk about it later. But speaking of the YouTube stuff, I'm actually relaunching my live streams. I'm restarting the Midweek Madness this week, and then Friday Night Frenzy's returning this week. JJHeat's going to be there. Unfortunately, Jared is all responsible and stuff, so he's not going to be able to attend. He's got to be all responsible. He's got to work and whatnot. So he has the very legitimate excuse.
But if I didn't, I would be there. So
you'll be there in spirit.
If my schedule ever changes, I will make an appearance.
The offer is the door is always open to you, brother.
So on that note, guys, stay heroic, and we will see you in the next live stream or video or whatever the hell we do. So
Excelsior!
Excelsior!